A very good morning from the airport of Edmonton. I'm here to fly to Calgary with Air Canada on the Bombardier Q300. I flew on the WestJet Q400 a little while ago, so I'm really excited to try this smaller version and a bit older version out today. But something really cool I just found here at the airport of Edmonton is this really small arcade right here with an actual pinball and like grabbing machines. That's really cool. But for now, let's go to check-in and then onto the lounge. Let's go. I've been at the airport of Edmonton several times now since I moved here, but this was the first time I saw this, and maybe if they move it to airside, people would actually know of its existence. I really like it. Check-in on this Saturday morning was smooth with barely any lines. You can use any of the generic check-in kiosks throughout the airport, but I chose to get my boarding pass at one of the desks. The Air Canada Maple Leaf Lounge is located next door of security. The lounge is accessible for travelers on Star Alliance flights in business class or with Star Alliance Gold status. You can also buy a membership with the Maple Leaf Club. The lounge is really small but was very quiet. Breakfast was available, but the liquor cabinet is closed here in the morning. There are various food items available, like these triangles of which I don't know the name of, some fresh fruit, yogurt, porridge, and toast. And of course, since this is an Air Canada lounge, there is also maple syrup. There's also a corner for business travelers with computers and a printer. Well, that was a quick visit to the Air Canada Maple Leaf Lounge. The flight's boarding already, so let's head to the gate and then on to Calgary. Our gate today was gate A49A. The gates A49A through J are for smaller aircraft and don't have a jet bridge. The flight on this Bombardier Dash A300 is operated by Jazz Air. Jazz Air is the largest operator of Dash 8 aircraft and flies with the Dash 400, Dash 300 and the Dash 100 variant, but they're phasing out the Dash 100 this year. Our Dash A300 today was built in 1989 and therefore is almost 30 years old. She originally flew for Air Ontario that later merged into Air Canada and became the Jazz Air that it is today. The Dash A300 has a total of 50 all-economy seats and are laid out in a 2-2 configuration. Seats 13A and C that are actually located in the front of the aircraft are rear-facing which is rather remarkable. The legroom on my seat, 1A, was restricted by the bulkhead. As mentioned before, the aircraft is reaching its 30th birthday soon, and the age is definitely visible throughout the interior of the plane. Overhead storage is very limited, and people have to leave their trolleys outside the aircraft before boarding, because there's simply no space inside the cabin. In the literature pocket, you can find common things wrapped in plastic. There's a safety card that almost falls apart, a liquor card that is only active on flights of an hour or longer, and the Air Canada magazine, En route, with Iceland on its cover. Surprisingly, on this short 45-minute flight, a snack, some biscuits, and a drink was offered free of charge. There was a choice between some water, apple juice, and orange juice. The seats in row 1 don't have any tray tables, but instead, this small cup holder that I'd rather not use. Ugh. A feature of the Dash 8 that I really like is the ability to see the landing gears retract after takeoff and extend before landing. And eventually, the city of Calgary and the Rocky Mountains behind it came inside, and it was time to land. It was a pretty good flight. The aircraft is really old though. Though the age of an aircraft doesn't scare me, because with good maintenance, an old aircraft can be safe to fly. The problem, however, is that the comfort is just simply not up to today's standards. Everything feels very narrow and uncomfortable. The service on the flight, however, was great. The drink and a snack were a very pleasant surprise, and the crew was happy to help me with recording my trip report for this flight. So I want to thank them for doing that. And I want to thank you very much for watching the video. If you like watching it, please give it a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more like this, please subscribe to the channel and click the little notification bell if you want to be notified when I upload a new video. Now unfortunately, due to the delays on my Air Canada flight a couple weeks ago, I won't be able to upload a new video next week. But in 2 weeks, I will be back with a fresh trip report, so make sure to subscribe for that one. And I'll see you in 2 weeks.